All right, testing. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. As always, I am Ray Carcillo. Welcome to my channel. We are continuing the ALCS in 2023. It's not Cal Quantrill versus Zach Plesac. It'll be Brandon Woodruff. The Yankees, however, might have wished that it was Robbie Ray yesterday, as Garrett Cole lost 5-0 in Game 1 and has not looked good in the postseason despite his 1-1 record now. Atlanta and San Diego tied at 1, but let's get right into the game. Oh, it's a rainy day in the Bronx. Let's see. Woodruff will get the start. He pitched spectacularly against the Mariners. Yankees hoping for a repeat performance here. Wilson Contreras still a little banged up, so Joe Mack gets his second start in as many days. And see if the offense can't come to life. He's got 5 hits scattered yesterday against Savali. Woodruff again making his second start. Pitt gave up 1 run in 9 innings against the Mariners in Game 2. And also had a dozen strikeouts. You see there that whip at only .56. Miles Straw had a couple of big hits in yesterday's game. A .462 average in the playoffs. No home runs, no RBI. And the first pitch is a strike at the belt, and we are underway. See their former 12th round pick. And he's going to smack this to the right side. That's going to be a leadoff base hit. So just like yesterday, where Straw started the game off with a single, he's able to scoot this by Olsen. And that'll bring up Ahmed Rosario hitting .304 this postseason. There goes Straw. If actually hit and run was on, Olsen will drift back and will make the catch for the first out of the inning on the pop-up. We now look at the Cleveland starting line. We saw Straw, then Rosario. Stanton had the big 3-run home run. That was the difference in the game, followed by George Springer, Jose Ramirez, Ryan Mountcastle, Spencer Torkelson, Jacob Nottingham, and Andres Jimenez. Lineup really falls off after Stanton here for Cleveland. As there's a strike to Stanton, 0-1. So that was his first home run of the postseason as well. Did not have one in the divisional round, as there's a strike, and maybe getting away with one was Woodruff, as that just kind of floated up there. But 0-2. And now Stanton helps him out, chases one out of the zone. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 2 away. And that will now bring up George Springer hitting a .58. And there's a strike, 0-1. Now the big thing with Mack behind the plate also is see there's Springer, no home runs, 2 RBI to go with that 158 average. Mack does not have as good an arm as Contreras does. It's a good arm, but Contreras is almost the top-tier arm compared to Mack. And Springer checks his swing, just lays off of the slider there. And the curve just misses. The count now full with Jose Ramirez on deck. And ball 4, so didn't give up a walk against the Mariners, but walks Springer here as he would not chase. And now that brings up Ramirez hitting a .90. And first pitch up the middle, and Cleveland will strike first. That will be an RBI base hit. They will hold Springer at second, but it's an RBI single, and Cleveland strikes first here in the first. It's 1-0 Guardians, as Ryan Mountcastle now steps up to the plate, fouls one off, 0-1. And again, Cleveland now 6-2 against the Yankees this year, swing and a miss on a changeup, 0-2. As that misses off the plate, 1-2. Cleveland has just had the Yankees number as that sliced foul, still 1-2. And now this one jammed him a bit with the curveball, popped up to left. Gallo is there, makes the catch, and that will end the top of the first. But Cleveland strikes first, a single, a walk, and another single. And then we go bottom 1, Yankees already trailing. In a game they wanted to really start the momentum maybe the other way, and that's not the case. As Zach Plesac, you see there, gave up 5 runs in 5 innings, did not get a decision against the Angels in the first round. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, a 1-4 whip. Yankees hope that continues here. Jorge Polanco, 1 home run, 3 RBI, and a .333 average here in the postseason will lead off against Plesac. And he fouls the first pitch straight back, 0-1. Wind carrying out to right tonight. Plesac, a fastball, changeup, slider, curveball pitcher. Tops out about 95. The wind was going this way yesterday. The Yankees might have won that game. Swing and a miss 0-2. A lot of deep fly balls that died on the track. We swept the Mariners, Josh. As this one smacked to dead center field. That's why we're in the ALCS now. And Springer's there, one away. Look now at the Yankees starting lineup. We see Polanco, followed by Gallo, Arenado, Matt Olson, Avi Garcia, Jason Dominguez, Michael Conforto, Ozzy Cabrera, and Joe Mack batting ninth. Gallo hitting .353 in the postseason. No home runs, 1 RBI. Swing and a miss their own one. 15-1. We won the game 3, 15-1. Then we lost game 1 of the ALCS, 5-0. Gallo chased another high fastball, 0-2. And the 0-2 fouled straight back, staying alive. And swing and a miss, couldn't time up the high slider, 2 away. First K for Plesac. And that brings up Nolan Arenado hitting .235, 2 home runs, 3 RBI. And he's going to clobber one to left, fairly deep. Stanton drifting back at the track, looking up. We are tied. Goodbye, baseball. Nolan Arenado's 3rd home run of the postseason. And the Yankees end their 9-inning shutout streak after they got dominated in game 1. Arenado quickly gets them back on the board. It's a 1-1 ball game. Again, unlike yesterday, the wind really carrying tonight. And I think this one got just enough into the wind to get out of here. Nice, Josh. Congrats. 398 to left, 102 off the bat, and that brings up Matt Olson, who has 3 home runs and 6 RBI, hitting .467 in the postseason. Takes one inside, 1-0. Of course, most of those numbers came in that amazing Game 3 against Seattle. And Olson chases a high fastball there, 1-1. And the 1-1. Olson fouls it off to the left side, 1-2. Cleveland plays Olson to pull. And the 1-2 misses outside and levels the count at 2. And now Olson's going to get a shift-beating base hit. That might actually split the outfield. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Springer's got a good arm. Olson will head into second, though, with a 2-out double. Better throw might have had him, but it was offline. Olson not exactly fleet of foot, and that brings up your batting champion, Avi Garcia. 3 home runs, 7 RBI. What's up, Calvin? How's it going? And Garcia jammed on the first pitch and popped up on the infield. Mountcastle down from first, makes the catch on the pitcher's mound, and that'll end the inning. But Nolan Arenado gets the Yankees on the board in a big way. The Yankees strand a runner also afterwards. And at the end of 1-2-0 in Cleveland, 1-2-0 for the Yankees. Spencer Torkelson, 158 average and a solo home run in the postseason, DHing for Cleveland. Swings through the first pitch here from Woodruff, 0-1. And now there's a strike with the change, 0-2. And this one, a little dribbler to the left side. Cabrera backhands a Jeter-esque throw in time, 1 away. Nice play by Ozzy Cabrera, getting his first career Gold Glove this year. And that's a big, plays like that are a big reason why. That brings up Jacob Nottingham, the catcher. And he takes one just a little high and in, 1-0. 250 average, solo home run in the postseason. Is this chop foul, 1-1. And the 1-1 is high, 2-1. Sorry. Some more drama from my buddies back east. Swing and a miss. Nottingham chases a slider out of the zone. The count goes to 2-2. The 2-2. Checked his swing, did not go, and the pitch just a little low according to the umpire. Count now full. Jimenez on deck. And it's fouled back out of play by Nottingham. Still 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. Foul tipped into Mac's glove. 2 away. Second K for Woodruff. And now that'll bring up Jimenez. Hitting .263 on the postseason. He takes a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1. 1 home run, 2 RBI. And he's going to smash this one to left. Fairly deep, but Gallo is there. Will make the catch. And Woodruff bounces back with a 1-2-3 second. We go bottom 2. Still tied at 1 here in Game 2 of the ALCS. What's up, cool gamer? How's it going? Jason Dominguez hitting .400 in the postseason with a solo home run under his belt. First pitch from Plesac is fouled straight back, 0-1. Hanging in there, buddy, hanging in there. As that misses high, 1-1. And now this one back up the middle. That's going to be, fielded nicely there, and just in time, they get the speedy Dominguez. Rosario with a heck of a play. I thought that was going to sneak through for a seeing eye single. And Michael Conforto now at the plate. That misses outside, 1-0. It'll be a 1-0 to Conforto, who's got a couple home runs this postseason and a .333 average. And now 3-0. Conforto going to likely be taking here with Ozzy Cabrera on deck. The 3-0. Right down Broadway for a strike. 3-1. And now the 3-1. Popped him up. Just missed that low changeup. Jimenez on the lip of the outfield grass makes the catch. 2 away. So Plesac comes back to get Conforto, and that brings up Ozzy Cabrera, who has only 1 hit and 13 at-bats. Couple of walks. The 1 hit, though, a 2-run home run back in Game 2 against the Mariners. It's actually a huge hit at the time. Swings and misses on a fastball there. Tried to turn on something. Had the timing, but it was just a little too up and in. And now pulls a changeup foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss, chases the high heat, strike 3. So Plesac also a 1-2-3 inning. We go top 3, still tied at 1. Miles Straw scored the first run of the game. Singled, moved to second on a walk. Takes a strike there, 0-1. And then proceeded to score on a Ramirez base hit. Is swing and a miss there, 0-2. And that curveball just off the plate, 1-2. And now this one, a little chopper to first. Olsen is there and takes it himself for the first out of the inning. Almost glitched a little bit. And now the umpires are going to come in and talk to the managers. And you hate to see this during postseason baseball, as it looks like it'll be a 45-minute rain delay. Woodruff goes back out there, though. Ahmed Rosario will now step up to the plate. And you wonder how this might affect the pitchers, as that's fouled off 0-1. That's off the plate now, 1-1. Keeping a close eye on Woodruff will the Yankees. There's a strike to top of the zone, 1-2. Swing and a miss, chased the slider out of the zone, 2 away. Woodruff looks fine so far, his 3rd K of the day. And that brings up Stanton, who struck out in his first at-bat. Stanton, who has been a Yankee killer since being traded, takes a strike there, 0-1. And now that's off the plate, 1-1. And now tried to turn on an inside fastball, but got jammed. Gallo in foul ground makes the catch, and we go bottom 3, as after a very long 45-minute rain delay, the top of the third is finally over, and we're still tied at 1. Oh, nice, Calvin. Joe Mack still looking for his first postseason hit. 0 for 4 on the postseason, I do believe. Had an at-bat against the Mariners. Nothing to show in Game 1 against Cleveland. Swings and misses on a curve there, 0-1. Former first-round pick of the Marlins. That misses inside, 1-1. Yankees are still hoping his power will start to develop a bit, but overall, otherwise, they're very happy with him. As this fouled back out of play, 1-2. Hit almost 250 in the regular season as a backup to Wilson Contreras. And that's just in off the plate. The count levels at 2-2. Plesac also still out there for Cleveland. This will be his 30th pitch of the night. And this sliced foul. It's all good, Carter. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Jorge Polanco on deck. And swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Strike 3, 1 away. Third K for Plesac, and that brings up Jorge Polanco.
Now back, second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
As this fouled straight back out of play on. That was fine, Carter. Folks kept asking, you know, it's the same questions. Everybody comes in with the same questions as new people come. So, it's a lot of repeating myself as that's fouled back 0-2. The 0-2 to Polanco is outside and off the plate, 1-2. Checked his swing, does Polanco on a good slider. Just missed inside, 2-2. Yankees trying to work the count. And another full count. That's the third full count of the night for Plesac. He's yet to walk anybody, but... And this one came right at Polanco, and he just missed that fastball. Springer in deep right center makes the catch, 2 away. That brings up Joey Gallo, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Gallo, ooh, just a little out in front. He was ready for that heater. Rips it foul, 0-1. Still looking for his first postseason home run. Swing and a miss on a heater there, and quickly 0-2. And this one, little chopper to the left side. Ramirez will field, fires the first, and that'll end the inning. Sounds good, Carter, sounds good. That'll bring up George Springer, who his walk pushed Straw into scoring position in the first. So he takes one inside, 1-0. And that's off the plate, 2-0. And for whatever reason, Woodruff just nibbling against George Springer. Swinging a miss on a fastball there, 2-1. And now a curveball misses, 3-1. There's a strike with the fastball, 3-2. So another full count. Only full counts against George Springer tonight. And Springer stays alive as he fouls off a changeup. Still 3-2. Got him on the slider. Pulled the string as he chases one out of the zone. 1 away. All right, sounds good, Carter. Jose Ramirez picked up his third RBI of the postseason. Back in the first inning on a single. So he is 1 for 1. And takes a strike on the outside edge. 0-1. That misses low, 1-1. I do not play baseball on my phone, Calvin. No, I do not play phone games usually. As this one ripped on the right field line, that's going to be a base hit. Garcia will cut it off and hold Ramirez to another single. The Yankees were playing him in the shift. And that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle, who's 0 for 1. And takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. And that misses low, 1-1. Another strike with the fastball, 1-2. And Mountcastle lays off a slider, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chased a terrible curveball. Strike 3. You mean Wordle, Calvin? Yeah, I used to play it. I didn't play it after a while. There's a strike to Torkelson, 0-1. And another quick strike to Torkelson, 0-2. Strike 3 goes around, says the umpire. Woodruff after the one-out single. Back-to-back strike. Actually strikes out the side. We go bottom 4. Still 1-1. Nolan Arenado, the only run for the Yankees in the entire ALCS thus far. Had a solo home run back in the first inning that tied it at 1. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire. 0-1. It's one of those borderline change-ups. Plesac's been very good about jamming the Yankee righties tonight. This is fouled off on 2. I shouldn't say very good. He's 1 for 2. He didn't jam Arenado in his first at-bat, but he jammed Garcia. Those are the only 2 true righties in the Yankee lineup. As that misses low, 1-2. Clearly, clearly that's the strategy against the right-handed hitters. And swing and a miss, got him to chase a slider out of the zone, 1 away. As that'll bring up Matt Olson, who doubled back in the first.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that too. I did it a couple of times, and that was good. As that misses outside to Olson, 1-0. You see the Cleveland infield playing him to pull. Swing and a miss on a borderline fastball, 1-1. And the 1-1 drifts outside, 2-1. And Olson just got on top of that fastball, grounds it to Jimenez, fires the first, 2 away. Just a little early and a little on top of it. That brings up Avi Garcia. He popped up to first in the first. This will be the 50th pitch of the night for Plesac. Garcia jammed again, popped up, shallow center, Springer there, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So we go top 5 here in the Bronx. Game 2 of the ALCS. Cleveland up 1-0 in the series. We're tied at 1. Jacob Nottingham, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. 60th pitch of the day from Woodruff, is popped foul and out of play. 0-1. Again, because of the rain delay, Woodruff might only go like 6 innings, as that's inside 1-1. Really did a number on his stamina. Now swinging a miss on a fastball, 1-2. As that's off the plate, 2-2. And that's chopped foul, still 2-2. And another foul ball. Nottingham did this last night to Cole. Really late in the game, driving up the pitch count with a lot of foul balls. And now Spitz on a change. The count goes full. You don't want to walk the leadoff man. And, oh, that's worse than walking the leadoff man. Goodbye, baseball. Nottingham turns on a heater. And it's 2-1 Cleveland on Nottingham's second of the playoffs. They have fastball that was a little too middle in. And that's going to bring up Jimenez now. And he's going to sky one to left center field. Dominguez runs it down for the first out of the inning. And now Miles Straw, 1 for 2, the run and a single, or single and a run scored, I should say. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. Well, this might be, again, because of the rain delay, this might be Woodruff's last inning, as that's a jam shot to Correa. Fields quickly fires the first. Does not get him. Correa took too much time. We're going to challenge it, but I do think he's safe at first. Correa really kind of lollygagged it over there. He doesn't usually do that. But Straw is just that fast, and yeah, he's safe. And now that brings up Ahmed Rosario. That's inside 1-0. There goes the runner on a changeup. The throw a little high. A better pitch and a better throw would have had him. It's as much on running on Woodruff as it is on Mack. Oh, and he's going to third, and he's in there. And that's what happens. Speed kills. Miles Straw, one of the best runners in baseball. As this is grounded to third, Arenado will check the runner. So Rosario does not get the job done. 2 away. And now it's up to Giancarlo Stanton for Cleveland, who's 0 for 2. Takes one off the plate, 1-0. And that's off the plate, 2-0. Now he fouls back a fastball, 2-1. And that's up the middle, and that's going to be an RBI base hit. Stanton does it again. It's 3-1 Cleveland. And nobody feels worse than Ozzie Cabrera. As that brings up George Springer, now 0 for 1 with a walk, takes a strike, 0-1. Innings should have been over. This is chopped foul, 0-2. But again, the Yankee offense just not doing anything against Cleveland pitching, much like the regular season. And this one lined hard to Polanco, settles, fires the first. That will end the inning. But Cleveland scores a pair. And the Yankees are on the verge of possibly going down 2-0 in the series, down by a pair.
For the Yankees, the center fielder, Jason
Cole Sulser now warming for the Yankees again. That rain delay really hurt them because now Woodruff is only going to go 5, gives up 3. And Dominguez takes the first pitch, grounds it to second. Jimenez fires the first, 1 away. Michael Conforto now, he popped out in his first at-bat. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. And Conforto, if it's fair, it's gone. It is gone! Off the third deck facade, a missile from Mike to right. Magic Mike, holy cow, his third of the playoffs. And it's a 1-run ball game. It's 3-2 Cleveland. So the Yankees immediately answer with a massive monster shot. And you wonder if now that's the jump start the offense needs as Ozzie Cabrera, again, the man who really cost them that third run, is now going to sky one to fairly deep left. Stanton going back, still back, makes the catch near the track for the second out of the inning. Cabrera just missed an Oppo Taco. As that brings up Joe Mack, who's 0 for 1. Joe Mack, 1 home run in 2 Major League seasons. Fouls back at play 0-1, so not really a power threat here. Fouls this straight back 0-2. Again, about a 250 hitter. 0 for 6 now in the playoffs. So he takes a pitch inside 1-2. Plesac's only at 57 pitches. As Max spoils a high fastball to just stay alive as that hits the netting. Ramirez gave it a look. Yes, Calvin. He's only 20, though. That's why I've been working on developing his power. Yes, he has 1 home run in 2 seasons, but he's only 20 years old. The 2-2. Fouled back out of play. Still 2-2. He did not hit a home run for us this year. And he did not hit a home run in his rookie, or he hit 1 home run in his rookie year for Miami, as that misses outside, and the count is full. That's why normally he's the backup, but Wilson Contreras is hurt. The payoff pitch to Mack is fouled off to the left side, still 3-2. And that's ball 4, so Mack draws the walk. And that'll turn the lineup over for the Yankees and bring up Jorge Polanco, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. He's hit a lot of deep fly balls in this series, but very little to show for it. Swing and a miss on a curveball, 0-1. The 0-1 is off the plate, 1-1. And you wonder, much like Woodruff, the rain delay really hurt Plesac's stamina. As this fouled straight back, and the count now 1-2. Mac, average, good speed for a catcher, but average speed overall. And this one is going to be laced. Oh, and caught by Jimenez. If that gets by Jimenez, that might be a tie game because that might roll all the way to the wall. So a nice play by the Cleveland second baseman. We go top 6, still down by a run as Cole Sulser now will come in for his 3rd appearance of the playoffs. And he will face the heart of the Cleveland lineup, starting with Jose Ramirez, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and takes a strike 0-1. One of those singles of the RBI variety. And that misses low, 1-1. And now this one chopped up the middle. Cabrera there because of the shift. Fires the first one away. And now that brings up Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. As there's a strike 0-1. Again, the Yankees 2-6 against Cleveland. The one team this year in franchise that really gave him problems. As Cabrera, a sliding stop, fires the first, got him by a stride, 2 away. After lollygagging that throw last inning, he's been very solid here. And that brings up Spencer Torkelson, who's 0 for 2. Fouls one off, 0-1. And with the Yankee pen in the state as is, if Sulser has a quick inning, he might go 2. So there's a strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And yeah, I think we're going to try and squeeze a second inning out of Cole Sulser. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters for the Yankees due up as in comes Jose Alvarez. His 4th appearance of the postseason has yet to give up a run in 3 1/3 innings pitched. 3 strikeouts to 3 walks, though. Alvarez, a sinker, changeup, fastball, slider pitcher. He's in for Gallo and Olsen, a pair of lefties with Arenado sandwiched in between. And Gallo smacks one softly to the left side. Ramirez charges, fires the first, just got him, 1 away. Now that brings up Nolan Arenado, who homered in his first at-bat, tied the game at 1 in the first. And rolls one over here to the left side. Rosario fires the first, got him, 2 away. Just a little on top of that changeup. And now that brings up Matt Olson, 1 for 2 with a double. Was stranded at second in the first. And he slices one fouled on the left field line, 0-1. Now that's off the plate, 1-1. Devin Williams and Nick Sandlin warming in the Cleveland pen. So both starters only go 5, mostly because of the rain delay. Both starters, though, pitchers of record at the moment, as that misses low, 2-1 to Olsen. The 2-1. Chopped down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit as Matt Olson gives what the defense, or takes what the defense gave him, and has another 2-out double, his 2nd double of the night, his 3rd of the series. And that brings up Avi Garcia, who did not look good at all against Plesac. Now's his chance to redeem himself. As he takes a pitch high, 1-0. The 1-0 to Avi is off the plate, 2-0. And you wonder if Garcia's being particularly careful with him, would rather face the youngster Dominguez, even though he's a switch hitter. The 2-0. Ooh, chases a changeup that falls off the plate. 2-1. The 2-1. And now late on a power sinker, 2-2. So Garcia helped him out, and now Alvarez back in the at-bat. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Garcia misses the changeup again. We go top 7. Yankees strand another runner in scoring position and are still down 3-2. Cole Sulser still on the mound. Jacob Nottingham, a solo home run in his last at-bat. Fouls this one off out in front of it. 0-1. He was ready to do it again in back-to-back at-bats. And now chops that one foul, 0-2. And this one chopped to the right side, and that's going to be a base hit by a diving Polanco. Brad Boxberger and Kwang Yun Kim starting to warm for the Yankees. As Jimenez takes a strike, 0-1. And now swinging a miss on a change, 0-2. That's low, 1-2. And this one, line to Arenado, makes the catch, fires the first, but Nottingham gets back one away. And that brings up Miles Straw, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. And he takes a strike, 0-1. And now this fouled off, 0-2. And this one hit hard to Cabrera. The second for one. On to first. A rare double play from Straw. 6-4-3 goes the Yankees defense. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Cole Sulser. A pair of shutout innings in relief. We're still down by only 1. And in comes Devin Williams. His 5th appearance of the postseason. 4 innings pitched, a 1-0 record, 5 strikeouts to 1 walk. Jason Dominguez 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. And it looks like Brad Boxberger will come in for the 8th for the Yanks. And Dominguez late on a fastball, 0-1. Circle change, fastball, cutter, screwball. A lot of slow stuff, but that heater hits 98 from Williams. That keeps people honest. The 0-1. Fouled off to the left side, 0-2. Yankees running out of outs. And the 0-2 drifts away, 1-2. And this one lined hard, hit it perfectly, but right at Rosario. And that's really been the definition of this series so far for the Yankees against Cleveland. Michael Conforto now 1 for 2. He had a solo home run in his last at-bat. They call it a strike at the knees, 0-1. A 50-50 pitch that goes Cleveland's way. Now this one just a little off the plate. Another 50-50 pitch. Williams nibbling on the edges. The 1-1. Conforto out in front of that change. 1-2. And fouls off a cutter there. Still 1-2. And he stays alive, spoils a changeup, foul. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. 10th of the inning for Williams. And that's off the plate. The count levels at 2-2. The 2-2. And he fouls off another changeup, still 2-2. Now this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And another foul ball. The 2-2. And another foul ball. And Conforto trying to get something he can handle. A lot of changeups, one heater, a cutter. Yet to see the screwball. And there it is, strike 3. Almost like a knuckleball from Williams. 2 away. By the time you recognize it, it was too late. Especially at the top of the zone like that. And that brings up Ozzie Cabrera, who's 0 for 2. And he swings through a changeup, 0-1. And now swinging a miss on another change, 0-2. Trying to keep everything out of the kitchen of the Yankee shortstop. And another foul ball. And the 0-2. And strike 3. Williams pitches a perfect 7th. We go top 8. Yankees still down by a run. Brad Boxberger making his second appearance of the postseason. Pitched a very solid inning against the Mariners. He'll face the 2-3-4 hitters here for Cleveland, starting with Ahmed Rosario. He swings through a fastball, 0-1. And now chops a changeup foul, 0-2. And now this one rolled over to third. Tough play. Arenado sets, fires, got him. Cannon of an arm from Arenado, 1 away. And now that'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. He fouls off a fastball, 0-1. And this one chopped right back to Boxberger, who throws it away. Oh, Olsen can't get back to the bag. A bad error by Boxberger is now, instead of 2 outs and no one on, a man on for Springer, who fouls one back, 0-1. Springer 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And now chops one foul, 0-2. So Boxberger makes the amazing play to field it, but then throws it away. And now Springer to Arenado for 1, on to first, around the horn. Springer says, don't worry, buddy. It's okay that you made an error. Nolan Arenado starting a beautiful double play. Back-to-back innings for double plays from the Yankee defense. 5-4-3. We go bottom 8. Yankees still down by a run. And Genesis Cabrera now. First appearance of the postseason. 67 regular season appearances, 67 innings, a 3-2 record, a 4.43 ERA. Joe Mack, 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Cabrera, fastball, curveball, changeup pitcher. And that's high and outside, 1-0. And since the Yankees don't have a third catcher, you're not going to get a pinch hitter here. Emmanuel Clase and James Karinchak warming for Cleveland. The 1-0 to Mack. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 1-1. And now the 2-1 is outside, or the 1-1 is outside, makes it 2-1. I mean, if you're Mack and you draw a walk here, you're doing your job. Late on a fastball at 99, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater, 1 away. Mack is furious. And that brings up Jorge Polanco, who's 0 for 3.
The batter, the second baseman, Jorge.
Turns around to the right side for the first time tonight. Swings to a fastball at 99, 0-1. So hard to catch up to that. And now fouls a curveball straight back, 0-2. And the 0-2. Just missed that fastball, still 0-2, just a hair late. Had it where he liked it. And this is fouled off to the right side, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the high fastball, 2 away. And that brings up Joey Gallo, who's 0 for 3. Looking at the Yankee bench. It's one of those things that we bring in Bobby Witt, who he's got less power against lefties, but he's got better contact. It would have to be a double switch because then you'd bring in John Birdie to play left field. Gallo is going to get called back for a pinch hitter. Bobby Witt Jr., his first appearance of the postseason. And Witt fouls a fastball straight back 0-1. How'd you like this, kid? Your first appearance of the 23 postseason, you have to face a 99-mile-an-hour fireballer. The 0-1. And he popped him up late again on the heater. Catch is made by Mountcastle. We're going top 9. Boxberger going to stay in there. As John Birdie will come in to play left, his first action of the postseason. Jose Ramirez 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and an RBI tonight. First pitch fouled back out of play 0-1. And this fouled off 0-2. And another foul ball, 0-2. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 95, one away. And that brings up Ryan Mountcastle, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And he takes a strike, 0-1. And now fouls one off, 0-2. This one just pulled foul, just got a piece of it. Another 0-2 coming. Strike 3, top of the zone. Mountcastle down looking, 2 away. And that'll bring up Spencer Torkelson, who's 0 for 3. Takes a strike, 0-1. And now this grounded foul, 0-2. And another foul ball, still 0-2. And this one, little dribbler back to the mound. Boxberger will field, settle, fire, got him. So the Yankee bullpen does the job. 4 shutout innings against Cleveland. Do they have a rally in their bones down by a run? It'll be the heart of the order. Arenado, Olson, and Garcia as Emmanuel Clase, 2 for 2 in saves this postseason. His third appearance of the postseason. As Arenado had a first inning home run. Clase, a cutter, slider, fastball. He hits 102 on the gun. And Arenado fouls the first pitch back 0-1. And one sad child in the front row cries, "Let's go, New York." As that swung on and missed 0-2 out in front of the slider. Trying to get ready for that one of those fastballs. And this one, a little blooper towards left field. Stanton coming on. Can't make the catch. The tying run is on base and Nolan Arenado. And now the Yankees will go to their bench. Brian Anderson, who also plays third. He's an average runner, but he's faster. And this is where you would bring Wind in, actually. But he's faster than Arenado by a 2-to-1 measure. Matt Olson, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles tonight. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Olson also a double play candidate. The 1-0. Chop to first, this could be 2. The second for 1, back to first, a 3-6-3 rally-killing double play. And now the Yankees are down to their last out. Avi Garcia, the last hope to keep the Yankees from going down 0-2 in the ALCS. Takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Olson could have hit a home run or a double play. Garcia fouls one off 1-1, having a terrible night at the plate. A chance to redeem himself. The 1-1. Fouled back out of play, 1-2. And actually on the the off chance this game goes to extras, Kwang Young Kim starting to warm again for the Yankees. It'll be a 1-2 to Garcia. Last strike for New York. Chopped foul. Garcia coming out of his shoes just to get a piece of it. That was the pitch to hit. But he was out in front of the slider, protecting against the fastball. And he spoils another slider. Still 1-2. And now that's high, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chased one out of the zone. Couldn't resist it. Cleveland goes up 2-0 in the ALCS, winning both games in the Bronx. And the Yankees now will have to try to at least win 2 in Cleveland if they want to see their home field again this year. Woodruff, the hard luck loser. Plesac gets the win. And Cleveland, who's had the Yankees number all year long, continues to do so here in the postseason. It's not Woodruff versus Bieber. It'll be Joe Musgrove. And really now the season basically on the line in a lot of ways. As it turns now the progressive field. The Yankee pen, probably everybody except for Sulcer and Gallegos available tonight. Joe Mack still in there as Wilson Contreras, the big offseason signing, still on the bench. And boy, does the Yankee offense need him to come back. And it's going to be a hard one because it's again coming against Shane Bieber now. The ace for Cleveland. Bieber, third start of the postseason, a 1-1 record, a 3.86 ERA. He lost game 1 against the Angels and then won game 4. A lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks. And he'll start off against Jorge Polanco, hitting .273 with 1 home run and 3 RBI. Bieber, a fastball, knuckle curve, slider, changeup, cutter pitcher. And the first pitch of the game, there it goes! Goodbye, baseball! Jorge Polanco! Hip, hip, Jorge! His second of the postseason. And you wonder if a change of venue is just what the Yankees needed. At the very least, though, it's their first lead of the series. Their third solo home run. But Polanco gets things started with a bang, putting up the wind carrying to left tonight, not to right. 414 off the bat, almost 107 off. 414 to right, almost 107 off the bat. And that brings up Joey Gallo hitting .300 with no home runs and 1 RBI in the postseason. Fouls that back 0-1. And now Gallo fouls off a knuckle curve, 0-2. Now remember, what will also be interesting is Game 4 is Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray has not pitched this postseason yet. And possibly Game 5 is Cal Quantrill, who has also not pitched this postseason yet. As that misses high 1-2. Again, that's if the Game 5, if necessary. The 1-2 to Gallo. Swing and a miss, tied up on an inside cutter, 1 away. As the free-swinging Yankees continue to help out Cleveland. Nolan Arenado now hitting .286. Takes a strike, 0-1. 3 home runs, 4 RBI in the postseason. And he's going to slice this down the right field line, foul, 0-2. And now that's off the plate, 1-2. And now this one is going to be golfed into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Cut off by Springer. Arenado holds with an easy single, as he is not fleet of foot. This is game 3 now, Cool Gamer. We're down 2-0 in the series. And that brings up Matt Olson. 3 home runs, 6 RBI. He's had 3 doubles this series. He fouls one back out of play, 0-1. I mean, if the Yankees lose this game, they're basically done. The 0-1 swing and a miss on a curveball, 0-2. And swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 3, 2 away. Second K for Bieber. And that brings up Avi Garcia hitting 300. He has not looked good against Cleveland pitching so far. And he fouls off a fastball, 0-1. A little out in front of it, only 92 on the gun. Bieber tops out about 95. The 0-1, smashed right to second. Jimenez goes to the short way to second base, and that'll end the inning. But Jorge Polanco leads off game 1 with a solo home run. At the end of a half inning of play, the Yankees have their first lead of the ALCS, as Joe Musgrove got the win in game 3 against the Mariners. 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, and 7 innings pitched. A 1.29 ERA. Miles Straw, who has been a terror on the base paths, will lead off here for Cleveland. His base running has led to a couple of runs this series, including the decisive run in game 2. Swing and a miss on a sinker there, 0-2. Just off the plate, says the umpire, 1-2. And now this one by a diving Olsen because the computer... Oh, I hate it when the computer does that. I didn't press the dive button. The computer said to do it. And Straw has another leadoff single. As Rosario takes a pitch inside, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. And another strike quickly at 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a slider, 1 away. And that brings up Giancarlo Stanton now, who had the big 3-run home run in game 1. The throw down to second, not in... Oh, it is in time! Oh, a beautiful slap tag by Polanco, and the Yankees finally get Straw off the base paths. It's a good pitch to throw on a high fastball. Even though it was a ball to... Or no, they called it a strike to Stanton too. Wow. Maybe the umpires want to make sure this is a long series. As there's a strike, 0-2 with the cutter. And Stanton just gets a piece of that slider to stay alive, still 0-2. And swing and a miss, despite the leadoff single because of the caught stealing, no one left on base. A pair of strikeouts from Musgrove, trying to be the stopper, trying to get the Yankees back into this series. We go top 2, 1-0 New York. Dominguez hitting .333 on the year with one in the postseason, I should say, with a solo home run. He will lead off here in the top of the second against Bieber. And fouls off a knuckle curveball, 0-1. Just out in front of it. And fouls off another, 0-2. This time a hair late, trying to time it up. And this one ripped down the right field line, foul. Still 0-2. Again, out in front of the breaking pitch. And now a fastball off the plate, 1-2. Oh, and that makes him jackknife out of the way, 2-2. That curveball got yanked by Bieber. And now suddenly the count gone full. Dominguez, very nice at-bat here. This will be the 7th pitch. Tried to check his swing and couldn't hold up on what would have been ball 4, 1 away. And Dominguez mad at himself. He saw fastball and then it just kept on tailing in as Conforto rips one foul, 0-1. That's the thing, I just want to jump out of my shoes. I just don't think they're ever going to walk me. And now Conforto fouls one off, 0-2. Conforto 3 solo home runs this postseason. And swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 3, 2 away. Bieber starting to get into a groove. Brings up Ozzie Cabrera, who skies one to left. Playable for Stanton. Makes the catch. We go bottom 2 as the Yankees go in order. And that brings up George Springer, hitting a .136, no home runs, 2 RBI. That misses high, 1-0. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 1-1. And that's off the plate, 2-1. And a curveball chopped through the vacated hole because of the shift. So a leadoff single for Springer. I think only his second hit of the series. And that'll bring up Jose Ramirez hitting .240. Had a very good game, too. Fouls off a fastball, 0-1. Oh, almost hit him. Mack throws down, Springer stays put, 1-1. There's a cutter that he yanked. And this chopped foul, 1-2. And another one he gets a piece of to stay alive. And another one that he spoils. And another one. Trying to jam him with fastballs and breaking pitches. Now goes away, but Ramirez spoils that also. And another foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat. And it's another one. This one in off the plate. That would have been a ball. Now that one off the plate. Finally a take. And this one a broken bat dribbler. Arenado's going to try to go to second. Everybody's going to be safe. It was hit too softly and Springer reaches. That's an infield single they give him. As this one hit to Olsen. He'll go to second for the first. Back to first. A 3-6-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered after that play by Arenado trying to get the lead runner didn't work. But so Mountcastle helping out Musgrove. And now the tying run, though, 90 feet away for Cleveland as Torkelson takes one off the plate, 1-0. And now that's off the plate, 2-0. That's chopped foul, 2-1. And now this one chopped to short. Cabrera is there. Musgrove will work out of the jam. We go top 3. Still 1-0 Yankees. Joe Mack, 0 for 7 in the postseason with a walk. Will lead off here against Bieber. He fouls one back and out of play, 0-1. And now that's off the plate, 1-1. The Yankees signed Wilson Contreras to get more consistent catcher play in the playoffs. And then he got hurt after the first round. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The hope is he will be back sooner rather than later. That misses outside 2-2. They've definitely said if the Yankees get to the World Series, Contreras will definitely be there. But they hope he'll be back for either Game 4 or 5, if there's a Game 5. As Mack, late on a fastball, pops it up to shallow left. Stanton is there, 1 away. Not that the Yankees don't like Mack, especially as a backup, but not as the everyday starter, at least at the moment, for the 20-year-old. Jorge Polanco, his second home run of the postseason, is the only run of the game thus far, as that misses outside 1-0. Bieber hasn't been his usual dominating self in terms of the contact made, but again, only given up the 1 run so far. So that misses outside 2, and as the Yankee offense, the stifling Yankee offense, put up 15, since they scored 15 in Game 3 against the Mariners, they've put up 3 in 3 games against Cleveland. Swing and a miss there, 2-1. And Polanco, did he do it again? If it's fair, it's gone! It is gone! The Cleveland Killer, Jorge Polanco. Goodbye, baseball. His second home run of the game, and it's 2-0 New York. Of course, Polanco, a lot of experience against Cleveland from his time with Minnesota. And he makes Bieber pay on an inside cutter there as that brings up Joey Gallo. Still looking for his first home run of the postseason. Instead, chops one to the right side, and that will get through. A seeing eye, shift-beating single for Gallo. And that'll bring up Nolan Arenado, who singled in his first at-bat. And he swings through a high fastball, 0-1. Arenado, a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger award this year. Takes one off the plate there, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 94, 1-2. Arenado just a little out in front of it. Might actually been foul tipped into Nottingham's glove. The 1-2. Skied to right center. Fairly deep for Springer, but he has a bead on it. And makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Brings up Matt Olson. 3 for 8 this series with 3 doubles. Struck out in his first at-bat. And Olson's going to rip this to center field. That's a base hit. Gallo holds at second. Springer's got a very good arm. And that brings up Avi Garcia now 0 for 1. Struggling a bit lately. Swings through a fastball there, 0-1. He's 0 for 8 this series. I don't think he had an 0 for 8 stretch the entire regular season. And also a big reason why the Yankee offense has been struggling. Because he had 7 RBI against the Mariners, and that led the Yankees. Still leads the Yankees. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And we go bottom third. But Jorge Polanco gets the Yankees another run. At the end of 2.5, it's 2-0 New York. Jacob Nottingham, .333 average, a pair of solo home runs, including one in Game 2. Takes a strike there, 0-1. Now swings through a sinker, 0-2. And now this one pulled to third. Arenado there, fires the first, 1 away. And now Andres Jimenez. Hey, what's up, Carter? Hitting .227, 1 home run, 2 RBI. There's a strike, 0-1. And now fouls this one back out of play, 0-2. And lays off the curve, 1-2. And now this one, little dribbler to the left side. Cabrera charges, fires. Not in time. I'll challenge it, but I do believe Jimenez beat it out. That was a tough play, a slow roller, kind of a swinging bunt. Oh, he's out. He's actually out. No, Carter, you missed the first game. We lost 3-2. We're now down 2-0 in the ALCS. So that's a huge second out here with the pesky Miles Straw at the plate. And he pops up the first pitch. Olsen in foul ground makes the catch. And we go top 4, excuse me. Yankees up 2-0. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Jason Dominguez 0 for 1 with a strikeout after a very good at-bat. Steps up to the plate. And he's going to slice this one into left field fairly deep, but Stanton able to run it down, 1 away. And now Michael Conforto struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. Popped him up on the first pitch, jammed him with a fastball. It's all good, Carter. It's all good. Springer makes the catch in shallow center, 2 away. And Bieber looking to have his best inning yet as Ozzie Cabrera 0 for 1, 0 for 7 in the series. Steps up to the plate. Swings to a fastball, 0 and 1. It might get to the point where if... Yeah. Swing and a miss there 0 2. If we get a lefty starter, I might sit Cabrera and put Bobby Witt in at short for a game. The 0-2 inside, 1 and 2. 50th pitch of the day. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cabrera just looks lost at the plate right now. And we go bottom 4. Yankees still up by 2. Ahmed Rosario struck out in his first at-bat. And takes a strike here, 0 and 1. And then this foul back out of play, 0 and 2. In the 0-2, slice towards Polanco, backhands, fires, got him, 1 away. Nice play by the Yankee second baseman on a hard-hit grounder. And that brings up Stanton, who struck out in his first at-bat. 3 for 10, though, in the series. The few RBI and a big home run, takes a strike, 0 and 1. And now this one up the middle by Polanco. A shift-beating single to center. And that will bring up George Springer, who had an infield single in his first at-bat. And fouls one off 0 and 1. And that misses low, 1 and 1. And he fouls off a sinker, 1 and 2. And another foul ball from Springer, still 1 and 2. And this one to Polanco, could be 2, flips to Cabrera for 1, on to first, an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. Second double play of the day, right when Musgrove needs one. He seems to be able to get that ground ball. And we go top 5, Yankees still up by 2. As Joe Mack, 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out in the third, 0 for 7 in the playoffs with a walk. And slices a fastball foul, 0 and 1. The 0-1 to Mack. Inside, 1 and 1. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a curve, 1 and 2. And now this one golfed to left, and there's the kid's first career postseason hit. A solid single to left to start off the top of the 5th against Shane Bieber. As that'll bring up Jorge Polanco, who's been all the offense today. 2 solo home runs. As that misses inside, 1 and 0. You have to imagine Bieber's going to be careful with him. The 1-0. Oh, he almost had his third. Out in front of a fastball. And he hit it a mile foul. 1 and 1. That's Polanco's happy zone. And now misses on the curve. 1 and 2. The 1-2 to Polanco. Swing and a miss, got him on a curveball, strike 3, 1 away. 7th K for Bieber. He finally retires Polanco, and that brings up Joey Gallo, 1 for 2 with a single. And Joey Gallo says, "Don't worry, Jorge, was this what you were trying to do? Goodbye, baseball!" His first of the postseason, a 2-run shot to right. It's 4-0 Yankees here in Game 3. Joey Gallo ambushes a first pitch fastball, and see you later. As he chomps on this meatball. 426 to right, 108 off the bat. That's right, Carter. Joey Gallo. Nolan Arenado 1 for 2 with a single now. Smacks this hard to short. Rosario there, fires to first, in time 2 away. And that brings up Matt Olson, 1 for 2 with a single tonight. So Bieber getting hurt by the long ball, as that misses outside to Olson, 1-0. Former Yankee Nestor Cortez warming in the pen, possibly for some long relief. And Olson smashes one to deep left center field. Stanton back at the track, makes the catch as he slams into the progressive sign. But Joey Gallo gets a hold of one. At the end of 4.5, it's 4-0 Yankees. Jose Ramirez 1 for 1 tonight with a single. Takes a strike, 0-1. And he takes another quick strike, 0-2. And this one ripped towards right center field. This will dunk in front of Dominguez for another base hit. As Jose Ramirez absolutely dominating. Cal Quantrill.
The first baseman, number 6.
Cal Quantrill and I forget a reliever who I ended up trading again too. I forget. Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate. He hit into a double play his last at bat, and you know just Joe Musgrove would love to get that again. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. There's a strike at the knees, 1-2. And this fouled off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider, strike 3, 1 away. Third K for Musgrove, and that brings up Spencer Torkelson, who grounded out in his first at-bat. And there's a strike, 0-1. That's off the plate, 1-1. That as well off the plate, 2-1. But this one hit hard to Arenado. Oh, he made that on the fly. Caught it on the fly. I thought it was a ground ball. But 2 away. It's another nice play by Nolan, and that brings up Jacob Nottingham, who's grounded out. 0 for 1. Takes a pitch high, 1-0. There goes the runner to throw down the second, plenty of time. And that is how the 5th inning ends, as Joe Mack's starting to develop that arm a bit, or at least getting tons of practice throwing down because of Cleveland running on him. We go top 6. Yankees up by 4. Here comes Nasty Nestor, a 5-12 record with a 5.19 ERA in the regular season in starting and long relief for Cleveland. Avi Garcia 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the ground out. Cortez, a fastball cutter, slider, changeup pitcher. Tops out about 93 on the gun. And Garcia swings to a fastball 0-1. Well, ice cold Avi has a chance here to possibly get in the stat sheet again and get back himself on track. Fouls us one off. 0-2. The 0-2 smacked up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So Garcia picks up his first hit of the series. And if he starts to heat up, look out here for the Yankee offense, as that will bring up Jason Dominguez now. And Dominguez shows bunt, drops a beauty, but it's going to kick foul. 0-1. Him too. Him and Cabrera don't mind occasionally trying to bunt for base hits, especially you're only up by 4. And now Dominguez rips the cutter foul 0-2 out in front of it. As Cortez keeping an eye on Garcia, who has a couple of stolen bases on the year, has very good speed, but not much of a base stealer, as Dominguez fouls that off to stay alive. The cutter is his great equalizer against righties. This one, though, is ripped towards center field. That's going to be a base hit. Oh, and it's going to get by Springer. Springer misplayed it. Garcia's going to be able to score from first, and it's going to be a double for Dominguez. And it's 5-0 Yankees. What should have been a base hit, and maybe Garcia goes first to third. Springer misplays it, and it scoots all the way to the wall. We'll see if that officially goes as a double in the box score. It should. It is officially second double of the postseason for Dominguez. And now that brings up Conforto, who's 0 for 2. And now his job really just to try and get that runner over to third. And he shows bunt. And he drops a beauty. Ramirez will fire to first in time. Dominguez does advance after Ramirez charged it. And that'll bring up Cabrera now 0 for 2, but a chance to drive a run in even with an out. And if you're the Cabrera, you're just looking for something positive here at the plate as he swings through a changeup 0-1. Because even a deep fly ball or a grounder up the middle should get the run in. Ooh, swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove on a slider, 0-2. Cabrera stays alive on a high cutter, still 0-2. And he fouls another slider back, still 0-2. Hasn't thrown him a strike yet, really, has Cortez. And that one's fouled off at the plate. Well, Cabrera's making him work a little bit. Again, just trying to get that ball in play. Trying to build on something, maybe get the RBI. And swing and a miss on an inside slider threw him nothing but breaking pitches the whole at-bat. 2 away now for Joe Mack, who singled and scored on the Joey Gallo home run. So Cabrera's struggles continue. Swing and a miss there on a fastball to Mack, 0-1. And now he fouls off another fastball, 0-2. And the 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Cortez probably going to be coming for the 7th at least as well. And Mack pulls it to the right side, but nice play there by Jimenez. Fires the first. So the Yankees don't get the second run, but they do score 1. At the end of 5.5, it's 5-0 New York. Jacob Nottingham was up when the runner got caught stealing in the 5th, so he starts off the 6th and fouls one off 0-1.
The catcher, Jacob Nottingham.
And now he rips one to left field, and Nottingham will get the Cleveland Guardians on the board. His 3rd home run of the postseason, his 2nd of the ALCS. Goodbye, baseball. First real mistake for Musgrove. Yeah, cutter that just didn't cut enough, and now that brings up Jimenez, who's 0 for 1 and takes a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss now on a cutter, 0-2. And now that misses low, 1-2. That's outside 2-2. Why would you think it's expired? Does it say it's expired, Carter? I still think you're going to be fine. It just might be a little flat. Is this one popped up the center? Dominguez is there. Makes the catch, 1 away. And that brings up Miles Straw, 1 for 2 with a single. And he's going to rip this to center field, and that's his 2nd base hit of the day. Straw is a singles machine this postseason. And that brings up Ahmed Rosario, who's 0 for 2. He takes a strike with the slider, backdoor pitch, strike, 0-1. There goes Straw, the throw down to second, bad throw, not in time. So 0-2 now to Rosario. As that misses outside, 1-2. And that's off the plate, 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him on a sinker. Strike 3, 2 away. 4th K for Musgrove, and that brings up Stanton, 1 for 2 with a single. He takes one off the plate, 1-0. And now this is up the middle, a base hit. Straw will score, and it's 5-2 Yankees. And that brings up George Springer 1 for 2 with a single. He fouls one off. 0-1. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, Carter. Like I said, at worst, it might be a little flat. And if it is and you don't like it, you just dump it. The 0-2. Chopped foul. And that's low, 1-2. And Musgrove's pitches just don't have the same bite this inning. And this one ripped to right. That's a base hit. Garcia gets in front of it. Stanton holds at second. And suddenly, Cleveland has the tying run up at the plate in the form of Jose Ramirez. And there's a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 0-2. And this one, slow roller up the middle. Polanco there to first. Musgrove gets out of the jam. We go top 7. Yankees still up by 3, but Cleveland gets a pair of big runs here in the 6th. As Jorge Polanco, 2 for 3 tonight with 2 solo home runs, will now face Nestor Cortez. Well, there you go, Carter. Swing and a miss on a changeup, 0-1. And it looks like Jorge Alcala will start to warm for the Yankees for the 7th. So Musgrove does the job. He goes 6 innings, gives up only 2 runs. And the Yankee offense gives him plenty of support. As this fouled back out of play, 0-2. It'll be up to the bullpen now to put up 3 more zeros and get back in this series. As the 0-2 is inside, 1-2. The 1-2 to Polanco. Chopped foul, still alive. That slider is very deceptive for Nestor. And boy, does that runner that Cabrera left at third loom large now after Cleveland gets a pair. As this pulled foul, still 1-2. And that's inside, 2-2. The 2-2 to Polanco. Popped him up, jammed him with a fastball. Nestor will handle it himself, 1 away. And that brings up Joey Gallo, whose 2-run home run right now is one of the big differences in the game. As Gallo out in front of a slider, 0-1. Gallo also has a single. Now takes one high, 1-1. And now Joey slices one foul, 1-2. Like a piece of deli meat, he sliced it foul. He sliced it, the 1-2. Swing and a miss out in front of it, 2 away. And that'll bring up Nolan Arenado, 1 for 3 with a single tonight. And he smashes this foul, 0-1. And that misses inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Smack to the right side, and actually, no, it didn't get through. I thought Jimenez might have stopped it on the dive, but it got under his glove, so a 2-out single for Nolan Arenado. And that brings up Matt Olson, who's 1 for 3 with a single tonight. And he takes a pitch low, 1-0. Arenado not fleet of foot, as Olson fouls this off, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a good fastball up and in, 1-2. You wonder if Nestor comes out for a 3rd inning of work. As this one, just missed the slider. He was out in front of it. Popped up on the infield. Catch is made by Jimenez. And get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Yankees still nursing a 3-run lead. As in comes Jorge Alcala for his 3rd appearance of the postseason. 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Yet to give up a run, though, in 2 innings pitched. Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 2, will lead off. Fouls off a fastball, 0-1.
The first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
And this chopped foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss, chased the slider badly out of the zone, 1 away. And that'll bring up Spencer Torkelson, 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out.
The batter, the designated hitter,
As there's a strike, 0-1.
Torkelson.
And there's another strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, strike 3, 2 away. And that brings up Nottingham, 1 for 2 with a solo home run. Got the offense scoring started for Cleveland. Takes a strike, 0-1. And this ripped foul, 0-2. In the 0-2, skied to center field, almost had an immaculate inning. I wasn't going to say anything unless he got that final strike there, but Dominguez makes the catch. A very nice 1-2-3 9-pitch inning for Alcala. We go top 8. It's 5-2 New York. Devin Williams now making his 6th appearance of the postseason, pitched in Game 2. A very nice inning. Avi Garcia, 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. Now Garrett Crochet starting to warm for the Yankees. First pitch from Williams is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 inside, 2-0. And screwball that just kind of spun inside. 2-0. Popped up, foul and out of play, 2-1. That's the thing, a lot of slow stuff from Williams, then suddenly he hits you with 96, 97, 98 on the gun. As Garcia out in front of that change, 2-2. And that's high, count now full. And Jason Dominguez on deck. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4, so Garcia draws the walk to lead off the inning. And that'll bring up Dominguez, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, his 2nd ribby of the postseason, his 1st of the ALCS. Ramirez in at 3rd to protect against the bunt. Oh! Swing and a miss, but the bat goes flying. 0-1. Whew. And swing another miss again by Dominguez. 0-2. Swing and a miss late on the fastball. Strike 3, 1 away. And that'll bring up Michael Conforto, who's 0 for 2. He also dropped a bunt. Trying to play a little small ball here. Not bunting here, though, with 1 out. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. Conforto 0 for 2 tonight. 2 for 8 in the series. Hitting .300 in the postseason overall. Chops a changeup foul, 0-2. And the 0-2 is low, 1-2. And the 1-2 to Conforto. Outside, levels the count at 2-2. And the 2-2. Foul back and out of play. The count stays at 2-2. The important thing here, of course, for the Yankees is getting to that Cleveland bullpen a little early. And trying to tax it. Could come back to help them later in the series. It'll be another 2-2. Off the plate, 3-2. Cabrera on deck. Oh, and they check on Garcia, and he's picked off of first. Of course. Oh, come on. Well, that's a heartbreaker. The 3-2 because I was going to send him. And that's going to, well, that's going to be a double play ball anyway. Drop to Rosario, fires the first in time. We go bottom 8. Yankees still down by, or up by 3. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, Carter. It's ridiculous. Garrett Crochet making his second appearance of the postseason, trying to get the 9-1-2 hitters for Cleveland. Andres Jimenez, 0 for 2. The only true lefty in the Cleveland lineup. Takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. And now chops one foul, 0-2. Strike 3 called at the knees. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. One away. Crochet also familiar with Cleveland from his time with the White Sox. Straw 2 for 3. 2 singles, a run scored. Does not hit lefties well. Surprisingly. Has reverse splits. It's always against righties he does most of his damage. Not all, but most. As this one pulled foul, 1-1. And the 1-1, another foul ball, 1-2. And just a little low with the slider, 2-2, excuse me. And a foul ball from Straw, still 2-2. And popped them up, shallow right. Garcia coming on. Makes the catch, 2 away. And now Ahmed Rosario 0 for 3. Rosario does hit lefties well. There's a strike 0-1. But nothing's ever guaranteed. As that's inside off the plate, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 98, 1-2. Now backs him off the plate with the 86-mile-an-hour slider. To 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 98, strike 3. A very nice inning for Crochet. And that'll bring in Jose Alvarez now out of the pen for Cleveland to pitch the top of the 9th. Alvarez, 5th appearance of the postseason, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, has yet to give a run. Ozzy Cabrera, 0 for 3, 0 for 9 in the series. And the Yankees are starting to warm Jordan Hicks. It does not look like they will go to Giovanni Gallegos for the save. Cleveland owned Gallegos in the regular season, and the Yankees have not forgotten that. As this one by Cabrera, first pitch swing, popped up shallow right. Straw makes the catch, 1 away. And Cabrera's struggles continue as that brings up Joe Mack. 1 for 3, a single, a run scored. He was on base when Gallo homered. So Alvarez in there for the lefty and the 2 switch hitters as that misses outside 1-0. Actually, if need be, Gallo's also a lefty. Nick Sandlin and Casey Sadler now warming in the Cleveland pen. And the 1-0 misses inside, 2-0. The 2-0 out in front, 2-1. If it gets to Gallo, you might see another pinch hitter, though, against the lefty. And Mack, almost took Alvarez's head off. That's a solid single to center. So a 1-out single by Mack. And that's going to bring up Jorge Polanco, who's 2 for 4 with 2 solo home runs. Set the tone early for the Yankees. And chops this to second. It could be 2. The flip to short for 1. On to first. A 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. So the Yankees are now 3 outs away from getting back in this series. Does Cleveland have a rally in their bones? Down by 3 as Jordan Hicks comes on. 3rd appearance of the postseason. 2 strikeouts, no walks in 2 innings pitched. Giancarlo Stanton 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Now up to 5 on the postseason. Takes a pitch off the plate, 1-0. And that's off the plate, 2-0. Not what you wanted to see from Hicks. 3-0. And George Springer on deck. There's a strike with the fastball, 3-1. Swing and a miss, helping him out with that sinker, 3-2. The payoff pitch, strike 3, frozen with a cutter. Top of the zone, 1 away. Stanton down looking. And that brings up George Springer, also 2 for 3 tonight with a couple of singles. Which, if you're Cleveland, you at least say, well, at least maybe George gets going this game, as that's up the middle. Polanco fires the first because of the shift, 2 away. And the Yankees are an out away from climbing back into this series. As Jose Ramirez, 2 for 3 with 2 singles now up. Takes a strike, 0-1. Of course, a switch hitter, so batting from the left side. Now a pitch high, 1-1. And fouls off a change. Cleveland down to their last strike. The 1-2. Skied the left, but playable. Gallo, ranging to his right, in the corner. Makes the catch. The Yankees take Game 3, and it's now a 2-1 Cleveland lead here in the ALCS. Joe Musgrove pitched beautifully, serves as the stopper. Hicks gets the save here. The first Yankee save necessary in the postseason. As they win 5-2. Home runs by Gallo and Polanco. Avi Garcia picked up a base hit. Bieber drops to 1-2. Musgrove improves to 2-0. 6 innings, 2 runs, 9 hits, 4 Ks. Bieber, 4 runs, 7 hits, 7 Ks. And Hicks picks up the save. Who wants to see a third game? If there's anybody here in chat. Is this the turning point of the series? As Robbie Ray would get his first start against Touki Toussaint? Do you want to see a third game, Carter? Mike is here. Thank you for, hey, look at that. There you go, guys. All right, we got some folks who want to see a third game. All right, we'll see. We'll do one more game. See if we can't pull even. We'll do a third game. Why not? I'm feeling it. And finally, Yankees are thrilled. Wilson Contreras is back in the lineup. Oh, thank gosh. So let's save. So this is a pivotal game 4. Do the Yankees pull even? Actually, that's what happened in the NLCS. Atlanta and San Diego are even at 2-2. It's not Joe Musgrove on the mound. It's going to be Robbie Ray making his first start, his first action of the postseason. What you going to get from Ray, no idea. The Yankee bullpen, pretty good. Everybody could go. Give him at least an inning. Boxberger probably the freshest, as are the long reliever lefties. And with a righty on the mound, the Yankee righty lineup back to normal. You wonder also if Cabrera now in the 9-hole starts to heat up again. He did not look good at all in the 8 spot with Mack behind him, even though Mack went 2 for 10. But obviously a better catcher, Contreras, his arm, his fielding, his actually, funny enough, Mack is rated with a better arm and better fielding. I didn't think that, but Yankees are thrilled that Contreras is back. His bat, his power, changes the bottom of that lineup. Offers Conforto a lot of protection, etc., etc. So, Wilson Contreras missed games 1 through 3. Yankees do take game 3, though, and it's now a 2-1 ALCS. A Game 4 win not only would tie the series, but it also would guarantee that the series would go back to the Bronx. But the Yankees will have to go through Touki Toussaint. 21 starts the regular season, a 7-6 record, a 3.44 ERA. Not a lot of innings. Averaged about 5 innings a start. A whip near 1.5, a 2-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Polanco, a 2-home run game in Game 3 was the spark the Yankees needed. 296, 3 home runs, 5 RBI overall. Toussaint, sinker, curveball, splitter, fastball pitcher. Tops at about 96 on the gun. And we are underway. The first pitch fouled back by Polanco, out of play, 0-1. It'll be an 0-1 to Polanco, and that's off the plate, 1-1. Yankees looking to do what they did yesterday. They really, scoring first is such a big deal in the playoffs, as that nasty curveball dropped in for a strike, 1-2. So getting off to a fast start really settled down Musgrove, settled down everybody, as that's going to squirt away there from the catcher, swinging a miss, though. Throw down the first, one away. Different lineup for Cleveland tonight because of the lefty Robbie Ray on the mound. We'll get you an update there in the bottom of the first. But first, Joey Gallo hitting .333, had a home run and 3 RBIs on the postseason. Fouls this off at the plate, 0-1. That home run, a 2-run shot in yesterday's game that really served to be the difference. The 0-1 off the plate, 1-1. Gallo, 33 homers in the regular season. Oh, just missed the curveball there and fouls it back, 1-2, just a little out in front. When Gallo usually hits his home runs in bunches, as that misses inside, 2-2. So you wonder if yesterday's bomb starts to heat him up. The count now full as that misses low and in. 3-2 now. Arenado on deck. And Gallo chops it to the left side. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to get cut off by Stanton. Gallo will hold with a single. Stanton's got a pretty decent arm. And that'll bring up Arenado. Wind carrying to left again today. Arenado hitting .320 with 3 home runs and 4 RBI in the postseason. Swings over the top of a curveball, 0-1. So Gallo took what the pitcher gave him and got himself a base hit. And Arenado fouls off a sinker, 0-2. Trying to keep everything down, maybe induce a ground ball. Instead, he's going to get another base hit. Arenado serves one opposite field to right. Gallo stops at second. The Yankees have something cooking here in the top of the first. 1 out, 2 on for Matt Olson, hitting .435 in the postseason, 3 home runs, 6 RBI. And swings through a sinker, 0-1. Just a little out in front and over the top. The 0-1. Hammered to right field. That is going to be a base hit. Oh, it's going to get by the right fielder. He's going to fall down. Scoring is Gallo. Coming home and scoring is Arenado. It's a 2 RBI double for Matt Olson. And the Yankees strike first here in Game 4. It's 2-0 New York. Matt Olson continues his red hot, hitting his 4th double of the ALCS. Remember, last year's ALCS MVP. And that brings up Avi Garcia now hitting .304 with 3 home runs, 7 RBI. And Garcia chases a curveball, 0-1. Olson now leads the Yankees with 8 RBI after that 2-run double. And falling down in right field was a big deal because that allowed Arenado to score 2. And that's going to get served to right, and that's going to... Oh, what a catch! What a catch in right field for the second out of the inning. If that falls or gets by him, who knows where Garcia ends up. That's, Oscar Mercado out there. So he makes up for the error, the 2-base blunder. And that brings up Jason Dominguez hitting .318. And he smacks this right to short. Rosario there fires the first, and that'll end the inning. But the Yankees, single, double, 2-0 New York. As we go bottom 1. Robbie Ray, you see there, 32 starts, a 17-10 record, a 3.25 ERA in the regular season. Better than a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio, a whip at 1.18. This is his first postseason action. Ahmed Rosario, 226, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Will lead off against the lefty Robbie Ray, and he takes a strike 0-1. Ray has not pitched in 3 weeks as Rosario drops a bunt, but it kicks foul, 0-2. And that misses down and in, 1-2, as he does not chase the big sweeping curveball. Jammed him with a slider, though. Popped up to Cabrera, makes the catch, 1 away. Oh, I meant to look at the starting line. Andres Jimenez now up the second baseman. 200 average, 1 home run, 2 RBI. Let's take a look at the Cleveland lineup. Rosario followed by Jimenez, Stanton, Springer, Ramirez at third, Mountcastle at fourth, Torkelson at DH. The only differences in the lineups is Mercado in right and Torrens behind the plate. As Nottingham does not hit lefties very well either, as that's outside 1-0. The 1-0 is just low, 2-0. And popped him up, jammed him with a fastball. Cabrera again makes the catch, 2 away. And that brings up Giancarlo Stanton, 370 average, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, has had a very good ALCS after a mediocre division series. Takes a strike there, 0-1. Obviously, the big bopper in the lineup that you got to be most careful of, probably outside of Ramirez. The 0-2. Just got a piece of that curve, still 0-2. And this one ripped right at Arenado, who makes the catch. And Robbie Ray has a very easy first inning. We go top 2. 2-0 New York. Michael Conforto hitting .286 with 3 solo home runs. Steps up to the plate here against Toussaint. And takes the first pitch, a hanging curveball, and crushes it to right center. Goodbye, baseball! His 4th solo home run of the postseason. Oh, goodness gracious, a missile to right center from Magic Mike. And just like that, it's 3-0 New York. Conforto, no doubt about it. A hanging curveball, top of the zone, and he absolutely crushed it. And is the Yankee offense coming alive? 418 to right center, almost 106 off the bat. And that brings up Wilson Contreras hitting .200, his first ALCS action after missing the first 3 games with minor injury. Fouls off a curveball here, 0-1. 2 home runs, 3 RBI in the postseason for Contreras. And he swings in through a curveball, 0-2. The 0-2 to Wilson is popped up to right. Just missed it. Mercado is there. Makes the catch, 1 away. And now Ozzy Cabrera, 1 for 20 on the postseason. Couple of hit by pitches, couple of sacrifices, but 1 home run, 2 RBI. Really looking to try to get back on track here. And he skies one to left center, fairly deep. Going back is Springer. He has room, makes the catch, 2 away. He hit it well, but nothing to show for it. And that brings up Jorge Polanco, who's 0 for 1. And Polanco crushes one to right field. This one is deep. Mercado back, looking up. It's gone! Goodbye, baseball! Hip, hip, Jorge! His 4th of the postseason. His 3rd of the ALCS. And the Yankees have a 4-0 lead as they put up another 2 spot. This one here in the 2nd. Another hanging breaking ball, I believe, and Polanco just golfs it over the right field fence. A low line drive. Yeah, that was a curveball, bottom of the zone. And that brings up Joey Gallo, 1 for 1 with a single, swing and a miss there, 0-1. He scored a run on the Olsen double. And the 0-1 is down and in, 1-1. And the 1-1 to Joey. Chases a sinker, 1-2. And now popped them up, shallow left. Going back, it's actually going to be Ramirez in front of Stanton to make the catch. And that'll end the inning, but the Yankees get a couple of solo shots. First, Michael Conforto. And then Jorge Polanco. And at the end of 1.5, it's 4-0 New York. George Springer averaged up to a $192 after a 2-hit day yesterday. No home runs, 2 RBI. Fouls off a fastball, 0-1. There's a strike with the curveball. Hits the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Robbie Ray. Checked his swing, goes around, says the ump, 1 away. Ray's first K of the day. And that brings up Jose Ramirez, batting from the right side. He takes a pitch outside, 1-0. And that's inside, 2-0. Now swing and a miss on a fastball, 2-1. The 2-1 to Ramirez. That's a high breaking ball that never broke, 3-1. And now a foul ball, 3-2. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, strike 3. Contreras finds it, fires the first, 2 away. Ramirez helping Robbie Ray out there a bit. And now that brings up Ryan Mountcastle. Hitting .308 in the postseason. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. My timing is all off right now. There's a strike with the change, 1-1. Now chops one foul, 1-2. The 1-2 to Mountcastle. Swing and a miss. Oh, what a nasty slider. We go top 3, 4-0 New York. So Robbie Ray strikes out the side in the second, and Nolan Arenado 1-for-1 with a single, and a run scored will lead off here in the top of the third. If you're Cleveland, you're hoping Toussaint, he might be the sin eater a bit tonight. As Arenado lines one to right, but right at Mercado, 1 away. And I say that because you're trying to save the pen for the rest of the series now, maybe, as Olsen 1-for-1 with a 2 RBI double. If Toussaint gets rocked, as Olsen swings and misses on a curve there, 0-1, and you're already, not saying they're giving up on this game, but if it gets out of hand, you don't want to waste the pen swinging and miss 0-2 on a game that you might give up. If you're going to lose game 4, you got to save it for game 5, 6, and maybe 7. As that's chopped foul, 0-2. Olsen 5-for-12 in the ALCS. As he fouls that one off with 4 doubles and a single. And now 2 RBI tonight. And that's outside and off the plate, 1-2. But the question coming into this series would be, aside from the Yankee 4 and 5 starters, probably match up better than Cleveland's. As that's chopped foul, 2-2. So even though the Yankees dropped games 1 and 2, the fact that Musgrove was able to win game 3, you wonder if that turns the series going back to New York, as the count now full on Olsen, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Checked his swing, but it's a strike anyway. 2 outs. Good pitch, knee-high outside corner. And that brings up Avi Garcia, who hit it hard but lined out for his first at-bat. And now he's going to chop this to the left side. Ramirez Fields fires the first in time. The Yankees go in order here in the third. We go bottom 3, 4-0 New York. Spencer Torkelson hitting a $115 on the postseason with a solo home run. Chops this to first. Olsen is there. Will take it himself. Wins the race to the bag. 1 away. And now Luis Torrens hitting .375, 1 home run, 6 RBI. Kind of surprised he wasn't starting as much as Nottingham, as this one line to right. With those kinds of numbers, Garcia there, though, makes the catch, 2 away. But I guess that's 3 for 8, so now 3 for 9. Oscar Mercado, 1 for 8 in the postseason. No home runs, no RBI. Chops this foul, 0-1. Swing and a miss on a change, 0-2. And then gets a piece of that slider to stay alive, still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the backdoor curve, strike 3. We go top 4. Yankees up by 4. Dominguez 0 for 1 with a ground out in his first at-bat. Has a single and an RBI double in this series. 40th pitch of the day from Toussaint is hit hard right at short. Rosario is there, fires the first, 1 away. And that brings up Michael Conforto, who had a solo home run back in the second, made it 3-0 Yankees at the time. And takes a curveball outside, 1-0. Conforto in a contract year after signing a 2-year deal with the Yankees. Little dribbler back to the mound. Toussaint fields, fires the first, 2 away. And that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 1 tonight. His first action of the ALCS after a small shin injury. Smacks this up the middle. That's a solid base hit. And again, the Yankees very happy to have him back in the lineup. At the very least, now the lineup will turn over as Ozzie Cabrera 0 for 1. 1 for 21 here in the playoffs. Fouls off a sinker, 0-1. And now swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Contreras stays put, 0-2. And now the 0-2 to the Ozman. Swing and a miss, nasty curveball, strike 3. Torrens, oh, he threw it away! He threw it away, and Contreras will go to third. Mercado gets it in quickly, though. Massive error by Torrens keeps the inning alive for Polanco, who homered in his last at-bat. The first pitch to Polanco is rolled over to the right side. Mountcastle picks it, will take it himself, and fortunately no harm, no foul for Cleveland. And we go bottom 4. Yankees still up by 4. Ahmed Rosario 0 for 1. Led off the game with a pop out to short. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. And now strike at the knees with the curve, 0-2. Swing and a miss, spun around like a top at the back foot slider, 1 away. 5th K for Robbie Ray, as that brings up Jimenez, who also popped out to short in his first at-bat. And now pops up to right center. Garcia there, calls off Dominguez. Makes the catch, 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton lined out to third in his first at-bat. Takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Former second-round pick of the Marlins. Swings through a changeup there, 0-2. And now this one up the middle because of the shift. Polanco is there, fires the first. And another 1-2-3 inning for Robbie Ray. We go top 5. Yankees up by 4. Joey Gallo 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Toussaint really settling down after the first 2 innings. Has retired, I believe, 6 of the last 7. Swing and a miss there by Joey, 0-1. Or I think 7 of the last 8. Or no, well, the error would have if it wasn't for the error by Torrens. The 0-1 to Joey. Swing and a miss on a curve. Actually foul tipped into the glove, 0-2. Just missed it. 50th pitch of the day for Toussaint is inside and low, 1-2. And strike 3 called on the outside edge, 1 away. 4th K for Toussaint, and that brings up Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Swing and a miss on a splitter, 0-1. Arenado led the American League in home runs with 47. Fouls this off, 0-2. tied for the Yankee lead in the postseason with 3. Or actually, no, that's not true. Polanco now has 4. Polanco now has that lead. As Arenado hammers one to right, and just as I say that, fairly deep, but Mercado will have room. Again, wind blowing to left tonight. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. He hit it well, but not well enough. And Olsen now up, leads the Yankees with RBIs with 8. After his 2 RBI double back in the first. Swing and a miss on a good curveball there, 0-1. Last year's home run derby winner and ALCS MVP, and he's going to get a base hit here to the left side. A shift-beating single for Olsen, so the 5th inning will continue. So the Yankees get their 7th hit, and that will be it for Toussaint. In comes Cortez. Once again, he pitched in yesterday's game, 2 innings, gave up 1 run. Avi Garcia 0 for 2, but had a single against Cortez yesterday. And popped them up, just missed the slider. Shallow left, Stanton waiting for it, makes the catch, and we go bottom 5. So the Yankees do indeed get to the bullpen for Cleveland quick early here. Toussaint only goes 4 2/3. As Robbie Ray will now face George Springer, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. He fouls one off 0-1. And now this will be the first Cleveland base hit, as that's going to be hit hard into the corner. Gallo, though, fields it beautifully and holds Springer to a long leadoff single. So 12 up, 12 down before that Springer single, and that brings up Jose Ramirez, who takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. And now this one ripped to deep left field. This one is going to be off the top of the wall. Played nicely by Dominguez. They will hold Springer at third. Oh no, they're waving him home. And Springer will be out by a mile. You're down by 4. And it was clear as day. And Contreras, even though it was a great relay by Cabrera, Contreras gets back and tags him as he goes by for the first out of the 5th inning, right on the chest, or maybe under the chin. So a massive out at home for the first out of the 5th. As there's a strike at the knees, 0-1. As Ramirez is at second now, and there's a strike, 0-2. That's inside, 1-2. And that Cleveland drum banging in the background, as that's fouled off by Mountcastle. And this one grounded to Arenado, checks the runner, fires the first, 2 away. And now Spencer Torkelson 0 for 1, 2 for 18 in the playoffs, takes a strike, 0-1. That's off the plate, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a low curve, 1-2. And now this one lined by Olsen. That's going to be a base hit. Cleveland will get its first run of the game. Torkelson will get his first hit in almost a week and a half. It's an RBI double, and it's 4-1 New York. That brings up Luis Torrens, and he takes a strike, 0-1. So Robbie Ray was cruising along here, swinging a miss on the change, 0-2. And this one ripped to Arenado, and that will end the inning. Gives up a run here in the 5th. Could have been more, except for a great play at the plate. We go top 6. Yankees still up by 3. Jason Dominguez 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs will lead off here against Nestor. And he's going to sky one to right, but Mercado is there, 1 away. And now that brings up Michael Conforto, whose monster home run in the second gave the Yankees a 3-0 lead. And now he's going to slice one on the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. Stanton's going to have to dig it out of the corner. Conforto has average speed. Stanton a good arm, but Conforto will win the race, and it's a 1-out double. And that brings up Wilson Contreras 1 for 2 with a single. Swings to a fastball, 0-1. Contreras, he hits righties okay, but he crushes lefties. Oh, and he just missed the hanging slider there. 0-2 out in front of it. That was the pitch, and he knows it. And now this one to the right side. That's going to be a base hit. Conforto will be held at third. Conforto not fleet of foot. Mercado, a good arm, throws a strike home. So runners at the corners now. And now Ozzy Cabrera, another chance to get a run in with less than 2 outs. Anything but a ground ball. And it's against Cortez, funny enough. Fouled back out of play, 0-1. And rips that slider foul, 0-2 out in front of it. That was, again, the pitch to hit. And this one, line towards left center field. Springer is there. He will make the catch. Conforto will tag and score. It's an RBI sac fly for Cabrera. And you wonder if that'll start to turn things around for the kid, as he's got something positive to build on. It's 5-1 New York. He got the job done this time as we look back at the second inning as Jorge Polanco made it 4-0 off this home run. A laser beam to right. Now batting from the right side of the plate. Contreras, slightly above average speed at first. This is very good, very, very good for a catcher, but above average overall as this is fouled back 0-1. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. So Cabrera picks up his third RBI of the postseason, his first of the ALCS, as he's able to finally get a deep fly ball. And that misses high to Polanco, 2-1. You wonder if Nestor being careful with him here. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Torrens. Oh, Torrens almost threw it. He did throw it away again. But because he dove back, Contreras could not advance. And it'll be a 2-2 to Polanco. And this one, little dribbler back to the mound. Cortez Fields fires the first in time, and that'll end the inning. But the Yankees get the run right back. A double, a single, a sac fly. We go bottom 6. Yankees up by 4. Oscar Mercado, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Takes a strike, 0-1. And now another strike. This is at the top of the zone, 0-2. And rips a slider foul. Well out in front. Still 0-2. And now spoils a curve. The 0-2. And another foul ball. And another foul ball. Is Mercado making Robbie Ray work a bit here. 60th pitch of the night is ripped to left, a hanging slider. Goodbye, baseball. You get enough pitches, sometimes the pitcher's going to make a mistake. Cleveland gets a run back. Mercado's first of the postseason. It's 5-2 Yankees. That brings up Ahmed Rosario, who's 0 for 2 and takes a strike, 0-1. And he tries to drop a bunt again. This one kicks foul, 0-2. This one punched to first, went down and got it. Olsen takes it himself, 1 away. And now Andres Jimenez 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. Takes one outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Skied to center field. Dominguez coming on, makes the catch, 2 away. And now Stanton 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out to second. This one, little dribbler, just foul. That would have been an easy out. Yankees tried to keep it fair. And now Stanton lines one to right. Garcia is there, makes the catch. So despite the leadoff home run, that's all Cleveland gets. But at the end of 6, it's 5-2 New York. And Nick Sandlin now making his 4th appearance of the postseason, a 1-0 record. 3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. Gallo 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. Sandlin, a slider, sinker, fastball pitcher, tops out about 97. The first pitch, swing and a miss by Gallo, 0-1 on the backdoor slider. Sandlin kind of an easy sidearm motion. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Kind of hard to pick the ball up out of his hand. And the 0-2. Chopped foul. Power sinker again, still 0-2. And now that misses high, 1-2. And now this fouled straight back. Still 1-2 as Gallo making Sandlin work a little bit here in the top of the 7th. And swing and a miss, got him on the heater, 1 away. And that brings up Arenado, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. And he turns on one. An inside fastball that he couldn't get by Arenado. And he clears the left field fence. Goodbye, baseball. His 4th of the postseason. RBI number 5. And the Yankee lead is back to 4. It's 6-2 New York. Nolan Arenado, the fastball was down and in, and he turned on it. He guessed right. And got his tied for the team lead 4th home run now in the postseason. And that brings up Matt Olson, 2 for 3 with a single and a 2-run double. Fouls off a sinker there, 0-1. Also remember, the wind is carrying to left. Part of the reason why that ball was able to clear the fence a little. As Olson swings through a sinker there, 0-2. So Sandlin gives up his first run of the postseason. And Olson swings through a slow slider, 2 away. Almost doubling as a changeup there is Avi Garcia, 0 for 3 now. Swings through a sinker, 0-1. Garcia really struggling here in the ALCS after a very good series against Seattle. And obviously a great regular season as that's fouled off, 0-2. And the 0-2 to Avi is high and outside, 1-2. And chases the slider out of the zone. He's susceptible to that. Hard for him to lay off on multiple of those. So Sandlin strikes out the side, but in between, Nolan Arenado gets his 4th home run of the postseason, and the Yankee lead is back to 4. George Springer, 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th, thrown out at home plate. What a massive play that is in this game, as there's a strike, 0-1. Dominguez to Cabrera to Contreras, as that misses outside, 1-1. 70th pitch of the day from Robbie Ray. As this chopped to the left side, Cabrera there charges, fires the first, got him, 1 away. And I mention that because Ray hasn't pitched in almost 3 weeks, but he's been pretty sharp overall. Jose Ramirez 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Takes one just off the plate, 1-0. You wonder, though, if this is Ray's last inning of work, depending on how long it takes. There's a strike, 1-1. And there's a foul ball, 1-2 now to Ramirez. And now this one skied to right. Garcia drifting back, has room, makes the catch, 2 away. And now that brings up Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And he chops one foul, 0-1. 2 for 13 now in the ALCS. And now he chops one up the middle. Cabrera there, charges, settles, fires, got him. Another 1-2-3 inning for Robbie Ray. We go top 8. Yankees still up by 4. Now Casey Sadler making his 3rd appearance of the postseason. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 3. First pitch from Sadler, chopped foul, 0-1. Sadler, a cutter, curveball, sinker pitcher, tops out about 95. And this one lined to left field. That's a solid base hit for Dominguez. Now you have to wonder, Torrens has a decent arm, but you have to wonder if Dominguez will try to steal here, and the Yankees try to play a little small ball to get in maybe a 5-run lead. They check over on Jason. No, he just got back. I thought they had picked him off there. He's getting better with those base running instincts, but still, he's fast, but he's not the best pure base runner. There he goes. The pitch is outside. The throw down to second is not in time. First stolen base, I believe, for the playoffs for Dominguez. Did not get a great jump, but able to make up for it. As Sadler threw a slow pitch outside. That was a curveball. So now Conforto, a chance to at least get him to third. As he fouls off a cutter, 1-1. Conforto 2 for 3 tonight with a double, a run scored, and then also a solo home run, so really 2 runs scored. He fouls off an inside cutter again, 1-2. At the very least, the Yankees will have a couple of cracks at getting Dominguez in. Is this fouled back out of play if Conforto can't advance him? And the 1-2. Late on the cutter, strike 3, 1 away. As that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles tonight.
The batter, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Brad Boxberger starting to warm for the Yankees, kind of in a just-in-case scenario. But it looks like Robbie Ray will come out for the 8th. As Contreras swings through a sinker, 0-1. Now chases a curve out of the zone, 0-2. Dominguez off a second, very good speed. And Contreras spoils a cutter there, 0-2. He will score on a single. Contreras swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. Torrens fires the first to complete the play, 2 away. So Sadler doing what he needs to get out of this little jam. Ozzie Cabrera had a sac fly RBI in his last at-bat. But the one thing people forget is that Cabrera hits better with runners in scoring position as he takes a strike there, 0-1, than he does normally. His numbers go up, like dramatically, by like 50 points. As he chases a curveball there, though, quickly 0-2. In the 0-2, swing and a miss, and Sadler, after the leadoff single and the stolen base, strikes out the side. Nasty curveballs everywhere. And we go bottom 8, Yankees still up by 4. Spencer Torkelson 1 for 2 with an RBI double. And he smacks this one to deep right. Garcia going back, makes the running grab. That was a tough play. 1 away, though, as Garcia able to run it down. And that brings up Luis Torrens, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. And he takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. It swings and misses on a changeup now, 0-2. 80th pitch of the day from Robbie Ray. Chopped foul, still 0-2. And now this one chopped foul again, still 0-2. Strike 3, blew a fastball by him, 2 away, 6 Ks for Ray. And that brings up Mercado, who homered in his last at-bat. Takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. And this one lined over the head of Olsen. That's a base hit. Garcia will cut it off. But Mercado now 2 for 3 tonight. And that brings up Rosario, who's 0 for 3. That's off the plate, 1-0. That's low, 2-0. 3-0. Jimenez on deck. There's a strike with the fastball, 3-1. Swing and a miss, helping him out there, 3-2. The payoff pitch. The runner goes. Grounded by a diving Arenado. That's a base hit. Gallo will cut it off in the corner. Oh, and they're going to send him home. Here's the relay, and Mercado is out by a mile. The second time tonight, Cleveland, with aggressive base running, gets thrown out at home. It's like deja vu all over again from Game 2 with the Yankee base running. And Mercado, smacked on the hand, hits the glove before the plate. And we go top 9. Yankees still up by 4 as Jose Alvarez makes his 6th appearance of the series. And it does look like that'll be it for Robbie Ray. He's getting handshakes in the dugout. Goes 8 innings, gives up 2 runs. Little help from his defense there. Gallo to Arenado to Contreras. As Polanco leads off against Alvarez, 1 for 4 with a home run tonight. And it looks like Boxberger will come in and pitch the bottom of the 9th. In a non-save situation. The 1-0, swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-1. Funny enough, Polanco, well, he doesn't get many at-bats against lefties, so that's why he's got those weird splits here in the postseason. Chases a sinker low, 1-2. The 1-2. Smash towards right center field and deep. Going back Mercado. It's going to be over his head and 1 hop against the wall. Polanco will hold with a leadoff double. There's your hit against lefty pitching. And now, because the lefty up, or in, I should say, Joey Gallo will get pinch hit for. The Yankees want that insurance run. Bobby Witt comes in to pinch hit for Gallo. As that misses inside, 1-0. Also a chance for Witt to get action again, and then Birdie will go play left. As Witt fouls off a sinker, 1-1. And that's really the thing is you want to try and keep guys sharp as much as you can. Although Gallo can hit lefties. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. It's just one of those situations where you play the matchups. The 1-2 to Witt. Smacked on the right field line, foul. Just missed it, 1-2. And he fouls off another one, 1-2. Witt is dangerous when he can get those hands extended. So Alvarez playing around there on the right side of the plate, the outside part of the plate, as Witt skies this one down the right field line, foul. Still 1-2. Sinker, change, fastball, slider from Alvarez. The 1-2. And again, smacks it foul. And again, just late on it. Still 1-2. You know, he's just putting together a nice at-bat here. Taking advantage of his rare pinch hitting opportunity. And another foul ball, still 1-2. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat against Alvarez. And that's off the plate. The count goes to 2-2. And it's a big deal also because it makes Alvarez maybe unavailable for Game 5 if he throws a ton of pitches here, pitching a couple days in a row. And Witt swing and a miss out in front of a chain. Strike 3, 1 away. As that'll bring up Nolan Arenado. A home run and a single tonight. 2 runs scored. And he smacks this right at first. Caught by Mountcastle. 2 away. Hit it hard, but a nice play there by Mountcastle, the former Oriole. Now that brings up Matt Olson, 2 for 4. A double, a single, couple RBIs. And part of the reason also you take Gallo out of the game is that, as Olson fouls this off 0-1, is that while Gallo has a far better arm than John Birdie, Birdie is much faster, can cover a lot more ground. So this way it's a lot harder to get anything blooped there. As that's caught on a line by Rosario to rob Olson of another RBI and a base hit. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters for Cleveland. As in comes Brad Boxberger for his 3rd appearance of the postseason. Pitched 2 innings in Game 2. And yeah, John Birdie will now go play left.
For the Yankees. Now playing left.
And Jimenez, 0 for 3.
John.
Takes one high, 1-0. Now swing and a miss on a change, 1-1. I almost brought Robbie Ray out just to finish against Jimenez, as that's fouled off 1-2. But as that's fouled off from out of play, still 1-2. And this one hammered the fairly deep right. But again, the wind not going that way. Garcia there makes the catch, 1 away. And that brings up Stanton, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Fouls one straight back, 0-1. And now, oof, called a ball there. Robbie Ray was getting those calls, but not Boxberger. Now swinging a miss on a low slider, 1-2. The 1-2, just a little high, and Stanton, good to lay off. 2-2. Now stays alive as he gets a piece of the change. Swing and a miss, got him to chase one out of the zone, 2 away. Cleveland down to their last out. And the Yankees are now away from tying this best-of-7 series at 2 apiece. George Springer, 1 for 3 with a single tonight, thrown out at home plate. One of the 2 guys thrown out at home takes a strike there, 0-1. Him and Mercado. Those are 2 huge extra outs the Yankees got. As that's a strike, 0-2 on the foul ball. Cleveland down to their last strike, the 0-2. Staying alive as Springer gets a piece of that slider. And now Boxberger climbing the ladder. That's way high, though. Springer doesn't even offer at it. 1-2. And now this one pulled to the left side. Cabrera there. Fields. Oh, he threw it away. Oh, and the game will continue as Springer reaches on the error by Cabrera. And he is just having a rough playoffs as now that brings up Jose Ramirez. And he takes a strike, 0-1. It also means that Boxberger's got to throw more pitches and now might not be available tomorrow, as that's off the plate, 1-1. And this one nubbed foul, 1-2. So again, Cleveland down to their last strike. The 1-2. Up the middle, Cabrera dives, knocks it down, but everybody's safe. Now Jordan Hicks starts to warm for the Yankees. Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 3. And this one grounded to Olsen. He knocks it down. Recovers, flips the Boxberger covering. That's your game. Cleveland made it interesting there late after the Cabrera error. But the Yankees win 6-2. Robbie Ray, his first start of the postseason, is a gem. Gives up only 2 runs in 8 innings pitched. The Yankee offense continuing to come alive when it needs to. They've scored 11 runs over the last 2 games, outscoring Cleveland 11-4. Ray, 6 Ks, 6 hits, 2 runs in 8 innings pitched. Toussaint, 4 2/3, 4 runs, 4 Ks, 7 hits. Conforto, a couple of hits, couple of runs scored. And the series is now tied at 2 after the Yankees take games 3 and 4. Indeed, Mike, indeed. Conforto, your player of the game. Robbie Ray, the win. Good 9th inning from Boxberger, despite Cabrera's play. I just realized I don't think Cleveland has a lefty in their rotation. So Yankees drop the first 2 at home. They head to Cleveland, take the next 2. Tomorrow will be former Yankee prospect Luis Hill against former Cleveland starter. It's not going to be Robbie Ray. It's going to be Cal Quantrill. And then it'll be Cole versus Bieber in the Bronx. And then it'll be Woodruff versus Savali if it goes to 7. Because now at 2-2, who knows? But it's guaranteed. A return trip to the Bronx is guaranteed. Yeah, Luis Hill, a righty. So funny enough, he started as a reliever, and I guess him and Nestor switched. Because if it was Nestor, I'd give Bobby Witt the start over Cabrera probably. But with the righty Hill coming on the mound, you got to start. You got to start Cabrera again. he's still better than Witt against righties, even though he hasn't hit for nothing aside from the one home run against Seattle. Let's see. Atlanta now up 3-2 in the NLCS. So a possible 1996 or 1998, or excuse me, 1999 reunion. Also possible 1998 reunion should the Yankees win. If Cleveland wins and Atlanta wins, it would be a 95 reunion in Atlanta versus Cleveland. So you see the bracket there. So the Yankees tie the series at 2. A massive, massive victory with Robbie Ray on the mound. And now it'll be the pair of 5 starters. It'll be Hill versus Quantrill, former Cleveland pitcher. He'll get his first playoff action. He'll be on a short leash, though. And with John King and Kwang Young Kim fully rested, we'll have our long relievers ready to go before Cole takes the ball in Game 6. But that'll do it for us here tonight. So tomorrow, potential finish to the ALCS. But yes, definitely a good bounce back in those 2 games. I want to thank everybody, of course, as always, for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the TikTok. All my social medias, everything's at Ray Carcillo. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow night and see what happens in games 5, 6, and potentially 7 of the ALCS. Good night, Carter. Yeah, Mike, I think tomorrow we'll finish the series. I think no matter what, whether it goes 6 or 7, I think I'm going to push to finish the series tomorrow. So hopefully though, it only goes 6 and we win the next 2. And then next week we'll do the World Series. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Carter, good night to you as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.